to the bobbin, it has a tendency to move towards the tip, so every once in a while I have to stop and push it back. We're going to see how this works out in the long run. This is a bat's head, which is a new bat's head made by a guy in Oberlin, Ohio, who also makes great wheels. I'm just trying to draw out the fiber, not too thin, and I want to get enough twist in it so that it holds really well. When I apply it, I'm going to add a little extra twist to the plying. This is Cormo. This is a direct drive, so there's no accelerator going on with this particular wheel. It's spinning really easily and really quietly, and there's no need to rush. You can get as much twist in it as you want if you just wait a few seconds, run a couple extra turns of the wheel. Always need to leave yourself enough room, enough of a leader to drop off the tip. And then I'm just letting the twist come up into the yarn, up into the fiber, and pulling away from the twist. And then I pinch it and turn the wheel 3-4 more times, and then start to wind it on. If you need to, you can always stop. Got a thick area, you might be able to gently pull it out a little bit, and then turn your wheel, let the twist go up in there, and then continue on. If you want perfectly smooth fiber, well, I guess you can buy yarn. Hand spun by its very nature is not perfect. It's a little uneven. Sometimes it's lumpy. There's a lot of character. It's great to weave with. The process is very repetitive, very easy, very relaxing. You get used to one-handed spinning. It's a great advantage when you're spinning on a treadle wheel to be able to spin one-handed. Whoops. I was winding on a little bit too much, so I backed off. And then that's about how much you need. We're looking at about 6 inches off the tip. Otherwise, sometimes it's a little tricky, and you might lose the fiber. It can get annoying. You can see I'm just gently, sometimes I move my fingers a little bit so that the fiber doesn't clump up in my hand. I do fold it over my forefinger. This works consistently the best for me. I have not tried spinning worsted using a great wheel. I've only spun woolen using the great wheel. That's a little short, but if I just go slow, it'll be alright. Now, my fold is pretty much gone, so this is the part where I have to really pay attention and not let it clump up too much. I can always just discard what's left and card it together with another piece. I'm going to do a little correcting there. You can change the way you hold the fiber so that, oh, so I have a little funky piece here, and I'm not going to try to join this end to the end that broke. What I'm going to do instead is just open this up a little bit and then pick the end that broke and lay them in together until it catches, and then I'm just going to try to keep a draft song going there with my fingers in my palm. Pinch it a little bit so we get a little extra twist. You can see it's still hanging down there, that piece that broke. At some point it's going to get caught up in the twisting fiber. I don't want big clumps though. It's starting to pull up in there, the already partially spun piece. Okay, now it's a little clumpy here, so I want to sort of pre-draft it out before I start. There we go. I just don't like to throw anything away. I don't like to waste anything. I'll take all these little broken pieces and spin them in somehow. Okay, now what I'm going to do when I stop is I'm just going to gently let it hang in there, but I need to see where the piece is. If it gets buried, it's really hard to find, so you can just kind of let it lay out there a little bit, and then when you're ready for the next session or to take a break.